Greg's Gun Channel. In today's video, we're going to take a look at a new flashlight offering from WUBEN, the WUBEN X4. So we're going to go ahead and open it up and see what's inside. And we'll go ahead and open up the box for the WUBEN X4. And inside the box is a presentation box. If we open up that, it makes a very attractive blue interior for those that like the pretty color blue. We have, of course, once we open the box, we have our owner's manual. Fully comprehensive manual which goes over all of the controls and features of the WUBEN X4 in several different languages so that you can practice your various communication in multilingual capability. We have a lovely lanyard loop. The small end would hook, of course, to the flashlight. The large end, obviously, for your wrist. A USB-C charging cable. It is held with a twist tie. You could consider that an extra bonus gift, I suppose, if you needed one of these. Otherwise, you would use your standard cell phone charging block to a USB-C charging cable. And of course, finally, the light itself. It is shipped with the battery installed with a protective film. So to be able to operate the light, you would need to unlock the battery door thusly and push the button down. Remove the film, close the door, lock it, and now you're ready to start using the light. It is currently in its locked mode, so none of the button presses will do anything. If we put it on the side light, we can start to use the side light and control its brightness with the thumb wheel. If you hold the mode button down, it goes to the RGB light. And by turning the thumb wheel, you can switch between the different color palettes. Once you find a color that you like, if you double-click the button, it will go into a beacon mode. When it's off, if you double-click, it will go to an emergency flash mode. If you double-click again, it will change colors on the emergency flash mode. Moving to the front light, you have the light output, which is controlled with the thumb wheel, all the way from the moonlight setting to the turbo mode. And on the moonlight setting, that also opens up the charge port for the USB-C cable. And then you can turn on the light to its moonlight mode. In any of the operational settings except for locked, the tail button will turn on the turbo mode except for the moonlight setting. Then it just turns on the moonlight light and it will stay on. Otherwise, it is a momentary button. If you double click it, it will go to strobe. On the moonlight setting, if you double click it, it won't do anything. The moonlight mode is set to be just that, to provide a minimal illumination. So in a tactical situation, you will not accidentally give away your position, except for that amount of light. In the fully locked position, nothing will happen, which makes it perfectly safe to pocket carry. It does have the belt clip, which allows it to be attached to your belt, or you could actually put this on a hat brim or something like that if you wanted. And it does have a magnetic base to allow it to stick to the sides of things. Has a little indicator, a little horseshoe magnet, so that you know that that's a magnetic base. In an urban or suburban neighborhood, looking down the little corridor. So this is the WUBEN X4. We'll go ahead and fire up the light here. So there's the moonlight setting. You can hardly see anything. And as you can go up here, and this is the turbo mode. Now, as far as illumination, you can easily see out. I'd say that's a good 50 yards. It illuminates with no problem at all. Has a nice wide fill pattern and pretty good hotspot to where you can kind of punch through and get some distance. And this is the WUBEN X4. The bush or shrubbery about 50 yards away is slightly illuminated. Actually, you can see it better in person than you can on film. Let me zoom in. Yeah, you can make it out a little bit. There again. Okay, this is fully zoomed out here. This is the turbo mode. Very bright hotspot with lots of fill. And this is about 20 feet away. And then all the way to the moonlight setting. Now the side light, if you just want to get an idea of what it looks like. This is the highest setting on the side light setting. And the lowest setting. And go take a look to see what the beacon looks like. That's the red and blue. Red and green. And red and yellow. And again, back to red and blue. And of course, has a tactical light. So overall, I like the light. I like the lockout feature, so you can make it to where you don't accidentally activate the light, which could be bad. These LED lights, they do get hot, so having it accidentally activate could cause a potential fire hazard. By having the ability to lock that out completely, it prevents that from happening, so I really like that. It's overall, there's a lot going on as far as the buttons and controls, something that generally I'm not a super huge fan of. However, you can intuitively figure out most of the features that you actually would need as for primary need of the light, and just by clicking around and playing around with it. However, the main operational part, I mean, generally you carry a light, well, for light, so you can, generally speaking, just move it to the button to the mode you want, hit a button, and there you go. You've got your light. It's got the thumb wheel. People, whenever you see a thumb wheel, people try to turn it, and you'll quickly figure out that, oh, that makes the light brighter or dimmer. So overall, it's easily operated, and the more advanced features would take a little bit more trial and error. However, the fact that you can get to the main primary features of the light easily makes it to where it's okay in my opinion. You have a lot of flashlights to where you have to go through a complicated series of button pushes just to be able to make it make light, and those I'm not a huge fan of. But this gives you the capability to be able to just quickly activate a light as you need it, so I like that. I would recommend you give WUBEN a try, and they make an interesting light. I like it. Like I said, it's got a lot of features, and the fact that they can make a light with so much output that's this small and can just go in your pocket, I just think is really neat. So overall, I'm very happy with it. I want to thank WUBEN for sending it to me to do a review, and it's one I think I can recommend for you. So if you want to check one out, I think you'll be pleased. So if you like this kind of video, please ask that you hit the like button and subscribe if you want to continue to see more like it. We're trying to grow the channel. That really helps the algorithm to get the content out and allow us to be able to grow, and so I would appreciate that. We value your comments and feedback, so please let us know your thoughts and let us know what you think. If you have one of these, I'd be curious to see what your thoughts are as well. And good or bad. I mean, you know, the whole purpose of doing these videos is to let people know what's out there. If you've had bad experiences, you know, I would be interested in that. I think, generally speaking, people are going to be probably very happy with these. But either way, let us know your thoughts, and our viewers would appreciate that as well. So I guess we'll go ahead and wrap up there. Until next time, stay safe.